Welcome everyone to another episode of Midnight Review, and tonight we watch American Horror Stories Coven. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a hat, because I roll with the Supremes. If you don't want to hear spoilers and you haven't watched the episode yet, I heavily advise you click watch later. But where were you? Why didn't you watch the episode yet? That's weird because everyone knows Wednesday night Coven's on. But with that said, let's begin my review. So this episode starts out in 1830 in New Orleans, and you see the water boy mama, the maid. I don't know her name. I'm sorry, but yeah, you see her, and she's about to cut a chicken, and she's kind of hesitant. Doesn't want to cut it, and her daughter kind of edges her to it, and she cuts the head off, and blood starts coming out, and she like seriously fantasizes. She's like, oh my gosh, and she fantasizes about stupid blood, and like that's where her bloodthirsty thirst, if that even makes any sense, comes, and then she sees one of her slaves, her, and she's like, and then she ties him up and does all that bad stuff to him. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Queenie and Caveman Kyle. Yep, they both made an appearance back on the show. Queenie. Obviously, it's present time, but Queenie has on a leash the maid, the water boy mama, and I'm like, oh, she's back with her head on. And the main voodoo chick does not like that. She's like, I told you to kill this monster. Queenie's like, you don't tell me what to do. You left me for dead. So Queenie's her own queen and doesn't listen to anyone anymore. Okay, later on in the episode, Madison and Zoe kind of fight, and then she's like, "Oh, I thought we're supposed to share Kyle, not, you know, you're not supposed to make him fall in love with you." And she's like, "I didn't," and he's like, "Watch, I can blow him right now, and he'll like it." And she's like, "You won't be jealous?" And Zoe's like, "No, but you can totally tell she would be." And then she gets on her knees, and Kyle's like, nope, I don't want you, Madison. Which is awkward because Emma Roberts, who plays Madison, and Evan Peters, who plays Kyle, are engaged in real life, and he chooses Zoe in the show. Oh, how crazy. But yeah, that's pretty ironic and weird. But so he chooses Zoe, and Madison is getting so annoying. Starts breaking mirrors. Like, I used to like her. I'm like, she's alright. But now she's over the top. She's so over jealous, thinks she's supreme. I know she's not supreme. And she thinks she's badass, dude. He ain't badass. The witches, something's gonna happen to Madison. It's foretold. I'm like Nostradamus on this. Something will happen to Madison. Two things. They're gonna plot against her, or someone is else outside the coven is gonna plot against her, and no one's gonna have her back, and she's going to die, and then be like, deuces. Okay, and another part of that I thought was really interesting on this episode, the blind chick, Fiona's daughter, bad with names. I'm sorry. She wants the powers back, but she just can't find the spell right. She's trying everything. She's like, you know what? YOLO. She grabs like Hedgers, right? Hedgers, dude, not the best choice. And she goes and rips off. You don't see it, but she rips out her eyeballs. That is crazy. Meanwhile, okay. The maid, Waterboy Mama, the racist, found this guy that cuts his hands, a black guy, and she's like, blood. Remember the blood thing from the earlier episode? She has like her nipples get hard or something with blood. So she ties him up in that Spaulding's room, which was filled with dolls. She cuts him up with, and Spaulding's like, saw ya. And she's all freaking out, like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do this, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And he's like, oh, it's alright, but what's kill? So Spaulding and the maid is planning to kill the main voodoo girl. He's like, she's an enemy to the freaking coven, I don't know why she's in this house. Spaulding's really pissed. But he's like, I know how to kill her. And she's like, you do? But she's immortal. But he's like, I'm a spirit, I know everything. So he's like, if you do this thing for me, I'll do this thing for you. She goes out and gets this box, and he uncovers it. He's like, oh my gosh, he's so happy. Spaulding is like, that's hard. And it's a doll from like the I don't remember, but it's a little fancy doll. He's like, yeah, I'm so happy. Here's the spell. You know what it is? It's Benadryl. He gave her Benadryl allergy medicine to kill the main voodoo chick, which is immortal. And she's like, oh, okay, look at these fancy pills. He's like, just put it in her drink and she'll die. She'll be mortal and you can stab, 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 stab. And the ginger girl is really concerned with Zoe and Kyle. She's like, Zoe, run away, dude. The coven's falling apart. Everyone's killing each other. Spoiler alert, the coven is going crazy, dude. Everyone's going berserk. But yeah, she's like, run away with Kyle. It's true love, you know, don't die here. But she's like, I love this coven. He's like, no, just take these tickets and go. And Zoe packs up the things, and her and Kyle, this is towards the end of the episode, I'm just going to jump around. They're running to the bus, right? Because they're taking a bus. It's the worst music. Oh my gosh, you guys remember that music? It was so bad. It's like worse than like my music I used to make like in 6th grade. It was so bad, the beats. I'm like, oh my goodness, so bad. So bad. And like it was planned, the freaking witch hunters begged for a negotiation for 100-year peace agreement. Why negotiate when we have all the terms, you know what I'm saying? Which I agree. And they start naming out such random stuff. We want yachts, mansions, billions of dollars, right? And the guys are like, there's like 12 witch hunters, like the main guys. And they're like, this is ridiculous. We can't do this. Well, that's our deal. If you can't do it, you know what? Screw that deal. I'll make this deal. Why don't we just kill you all? They're in this room, and you see the Axeman come out, starts axing people. They start doing magic, blah, 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 to kill people. And the last one to survive is the main witch hunter dude. He's got the beard. Spoiler alert, he's the last one alive. And he's just talking all calm with sipping his tea. And they're just talking, and they're like, any last words? Which, this is my favorite part of the episode. It's so funny. I was laughing, and it's like, favorite part of the episode. Spoiler alert. Highlight. So they're like, any last words before you die? And he's like, go to hell, witch bitch. And then the axe man gives him the axe. Kills him. Spoiler alert, he dies. And so, what my last part I want to talk about. So the Benadryl. She puts the Benadryl, the maid. Sorry, I'm jumping all around. Puts the Benadryl in some fancy champagne. And she's kind of woozy, and she goes up to her bed. Because she just took like 20 pills of Benadryl. You're not gonna die, but you're gonna feel, when I take Benadryl, I'm like, just kidding. But you're gonna feel a little tired, I can only imagine. And she's like, I'm sick of you. The maid's like, I'm sick of you. Stab, stab, stab. And the voodoo chick's like, what are you doing? She's like, I cursed you with these pills. You're mortal now. the magic's gonna kick in. And the voodoo chick starts laughing and laughing and laughing. She's like, you fool, that's just for allergies. You're not gonna kill me with those. And she's all running. Now the maid's wearing it. She's like running away. And the voodoo chick pulls the knife out of her heart. She starts slowly walking. And then BAM! Spalding, with a blow with the doll, knocks out the voodoo chick. And he's like, the voodoo chick can't die. And she's like, you lied to me. I did all this stuff for you and you lied to me. He's like, no, not necessarily. Because she can't die. But we can bury her. So the freaking maid and Spalding are gonna bury the main voodoo chick like she got buried. What irony, dude. That was a really good part. I was like, prediction time. Misty's coming back. Madison will die. Queen Zoe's coming back. So Madison's dead. Will die. Misty will come back. Zoe will come back with Kyle, and either the coven falls apart completely or survives barely. What I would like to see, like I said, they're all the Supremes, because they're going to do the Supreme tests, I think, next episode. And they're all Supremes. But the 5, like, whatevers, decide to kill Fiona and, Madison. But thank you for watching for this episode of American Horror Stories Coven. Comment below what you thought of the episode. What do you think is going to happen next? What was your favorite part? I would like to know, you know. And, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, favorite, share, flip hair. That rhymes. But thank you again for watching another episode of Midnight Review.